Hey guys, it's jackpunkington, and today we are checking out and reviewing the Pink 50's new album, In a Dream. So if you guys remember, a little while ago, I did the review of their single Out of Your Head, which was the single for this album, and I loved it. I thought it was a big change for them, going from like a just Detroit style, almost kind of thrashy punk that had like different influences, to a very polished sound, and like it sounded a lot like it would be their American Idiot. So now that the full album is out, actually I think it might come out like on all streaming platforms the day this video comes out. I could be wrong, but I think so. I can confirm that, at least in my opinion, it might actually be like their American Idiot. It's a decently long album. It's 14 songs. I mean, some songs are like a minute and a half, or 42 seconds. While there's a song on here that's over 10 minutes long. So it kind of evens itself out. I mean, it's probably the length of a standard like normal album. It's a really good album. It's also what I would say is probably their most dynamic album. If you listen to the first song, which is called Dream Song, it starts off very Tool-like, just with the sound of everything. It's very heavy, and has a lot of like ambient kind of feedback that made me think of Tool. And then it goes into almost a dinosaur pile-up style of guitar riff, and it's really solid. And then next we have Out of Your Head, which was the single that I really enjoyed. And then we get into my favorite part of this album. It's not my favorite song, but my favorite thing. I've talked a lot about this in the past. I don't know what it is, but I love it whenever artists add like talking in some form of like album, whether it's talking as, in the background of a song, after a song. It's my favorite thing. I don't know why. I think it's really cool, and it adds a little bit of like, not like character, but a little bit of like humanity. I know that sounds weird, but I think if you know what I'm saying, like you'll get it. We get Mr. Piss, which is just a straight punk song. And then we have a 14-second clip or song called Exit Mr. Piss. Oh, I can't talk today. Where it's just them talking as if they kicked the guy out of the bar. And I love stuff like that. I think it's fun. It adds a sense of humor to the album. And if you guys don't know who the Pink 50's are, go listen to them. And follow them on social media. They have a sense of humor. They've always had a sense of humor with their style. Even live, like, they're very funny guys. They're very nice people. And so bringing it into how they're going to translate it to this album, they do a very good job of being able to translate it. After that, you have a pretty, almost like, not quite grungy song called The Lizard. And then Grudge, which I feel is like just a straight like heavy grunge song. Then you've got Sweet Deal, another talking one, which I like because it is a stab at the current state of local artists. Being a local artist is hard because you've got to sell tickets, and you better have a strong network, you better have a strong fan base, because you're gonna sell tickets. That's how you're gonna make your money. Your real way to make money is merch. And I think everyone knows that. But if you're trying to make money from shows, you're going to have to sell tickets. And, it's a parody based on just having a conversation with your manager or a booking agent or someone who's trying to get you this awesome show. And not always, because there are a lot of really nice booking agents out there that I've worked with in the past. But sometimes you're going to get people that are going to be like, hey, you have to do this. And it's just part of the culture. You got to do it. And I like the fun that they had with it. They literally beat the guy to death. And it's kind of like a way to take out your frustration, because sometimes it is frustrating. That's not to say all venues are like that. Just it's part of the thing. It's, it's part of the community. After that, you do have my favorite song, which is Panic. It is the most punk, like, it's the straightest punk on the album, I think, because it deals with just kind of everything that we're going through as a society right now here in America, and have gone through for like the last 4 years. It has a very almost Green Day-esque like guitar sound, and it just really gets you like, yeah, and it's a really good song. Next is Taste of the Week, which, and I said week, like a week, not weak as in like, oh, I'm weak, is just another great kind of like song and how their sound is. Then we've got From Head to Toe, another short one. And then you have Gravity. And I think the reason why Head to Toe is so short, because it's only 1:38, is because of Gravity. It is a 10-minute and 14-second long song. And, I mean, it's a wide range of sounds. If you guys listen to the album, there's not a theme, but they have this whole cool thing where, because I'll get to it in a second, like the first song is called Dream Song. The last song is called Dream Song Reprise. And I really like the way how they take that. After Gravity, you have Above, which is kind of like a lighter song. It's a lot more chilled out. Even like the intro, which I think that's just a bass doing like this da 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 da, kind of like a riff, just kind of like, oh, we're chilled out now, because like Gravity was a long song and it like really encompasses you. It really gets you to focus. So now it's like, okay, we can like take a step back, and that's why I kind of feel like there's a little bit of a theme, because Gravity kind of makes me feel like, oh, it's the, it's your day, it's your whole day. And then Above is like, I'm gonna go to sleep, and it's like trying to relax and fall asleep. And then Dream Song Reprise, which is the last song of the track, is like you actually falling asleep and being in a dream, the title of the album. It's a really, really impressive album. It really demonstrates their talents as musicians, because it's, a lot of people will do just a straight 8-10 track straight punk rock with maybe like one kind of ballad. They did so much in a relatively long album. It's probably like lengthwise, I'd have to crunch the numbers, it's probably about the same length as like a normal 10-song album, but having that craziness is pretty cool. And I'm gonna read you this here. This is the rules for listening to the album. So you gotta turn off the lights, silence your notification, eliminate all distractions, wear your favorite headphones or connect to your favorite speakers, lie down, listen, and dream. I think that's really cool, because like this album, it makes me think of Guitar Hero. And like, I know a lot of times I'll actually associate like music to video games, but it really does make me think of Guitar Hero. I wanted to learn how to play guitar because I got Guitar Hero 3 when I was a kid, and I remember playing the campaign, and like, you have to, like, the whole campaign is like going from like a beat down bar to like essentially playing like a giant arena. And then like you're the final boss is your touring, or is your manager, who turns out to be Satan. But I don't know, like it just kind of made me think of that, because like it's a wide range of songs. You've got stuff that sounds Tool-esque that almost, gets into dinosaur pile-up territory. Then you've got like an American Idiot Green Day sound. Then you've just got like kind of a sludgy punk song. Then you've got like a couple grunge-esque songs, and then just a bunch of weird stuff. And then you get to like straight punk, and then it goes into weird like ambient and like, let's do a 10-minute long song because we're awesome and why not. So yeah, Pink 50's, like, you guys knocked it out of the park with this one. I had pretty high expectations for this album when I heard the single, and you met all of it. The whole album, I should also mention, is produced so well. It sounds very polished, a lot like, you know, the Out of Your Head single, and it makes me really excited to, like, I've been wanting to see them live again for a long time, but it makes me really excited for, like, you know, their live sets and stuff. I feel like they've really grown as musicians, and it's really cool. Plus, if you look at, like, the artwork, not the artwork, but, like, the album cover, it's them at a bar, and it's like Zach the drummer's in, like, an astronaut costume kind of a thing. The bass player just looks like a normal Chad at a bar, just, like, chilling in the corner. And then I'm pretty sure the guitar player, I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like he's wearing a flag. It's weird. And then the backside is them all laying down, like, on a cot, and you've got all the songs, and it just looks really cool. Like all, like, the song titles are in, like a realistic drawing of, like, a cartoon, like, dream bubble. It's cool, and the colors are, like, really vibrant and weird, and even, like, the CD itself has that color scheme. So yeah, please go check out the Pink 50's. Right now, as of filming, it's on their Bandcamp. It's been on their Bandcamp for a little while, but I think when this video comes out, which, if everything goes right, will be the 9th, it'll be out on all of your streaming platforms. And I mean, I gotta be honest, this album is the reason why I decided to keep making content. I was fully prepared to stop and not make any more because I was just kind of over everything. I was overstressed, and they sent me this as soon as they had it uploaded on their Bandcamp and said, "Hey, please, check it out. It'll be available on our streaming platforms on this day, but you can check it out on our Bandcamp." And I listened to it at work. I was actually not having a good day, and I was like, this album is so good, I have to talk about it. And I messaged them that night, and I was like, guys, I can't stop making videos because you guys made this awesome album. So if that's any indication for you on if you should listen to it or not, go listen to it. Go check out the Pink 50's. They deserve all of your interest and your wantingness to listen, because they're a really good local band. So anyway, guys, thank you all for checking out this video and checking out the band. I really appreciate it. Jackpunkington. I don't know why I said Jack Punk. If you can't tell, I'm very tired. Jackpunkington signing out. Peace, everyone.